Alright, you're welcome to today's video, and today we'll be looking at molar mass. So we're going to be looking at the molar mass of a compound and how to calculate molar mass. Alright, so when we talk about molar mass of any substance at all, any substance, is the mass of 1 mole of that substance expressed in grams. So molar mass, from the word molar mass, we are looking at the mass of 1 mole of that substance. So the mass of 1 mole of that substance is molar mass, expressed in grams, and its unit is in grams per mole. Grams per mole. So you can see that molar mass, the unit is in what? Grams per mole. Grams per mole. So from the units, we can get our formula. If you're asked to calculate molar mass, you already know that the unit is in grams per mole, right? Now, grams is a unit for what? Mass, right? So molar mass you can see as reacting mass, right? Reacting mass all over the number of moles. That will give us our molar mass. So molar mass, the unit is in grams per mole. So from that unit alone, we can derive our formula as reacting mass all over the number of moles present. That's that. So molar mass, we are just talking about the mass of any substance, the mass of 1 mole of that substance expressed in grams. That's molar mass. Now let's look at some calculations under molar mass. Some calculations you can see in exams under molar mass. Now, example 1. Find the mass of 3 moles of oxygen gas. That's O2. And we're given the relative atomic mass of oxygen as 16. So, solution. Let's see how we can do about this. We are asked to find the mass of 1 mole of oxygen, of 3 moles of oxygen gas, right? We are asked to find the mass of 3 moles of oxygen gas. But you agree with me that the molar mass of O2 is equal to what? The molar mass of O2 is equal to what? Now, the molar mass of O2, only O, if it's just an oxygen atom, O is 16, right? It's 16. But the molar mass of O2 will be what? 2 times what? 16, which is what? So the molar mass, mm is the molar mass of O2 is equal to 32. Molar mass, 32. Remember we said molar mass is in grams per mole, right? So grams per mole. Grams per mole. What this simply means is that 1 mole of oxygen will give us 32 grams. Is it not? Because we said 32 grams per mole. Per means 1 mole. So 32 grams in 1 mole. So in 1 mole of O2, we have 32 grams. The question is now asking, find the mass of 3 moles of oxygen gas. So if 1 mole of oxygen gas is 32 grams, 3 moles of oxygen gas will be what? Will be X. If 1 mole of O2 is 32 grams, then 3 moles will be what? It's just like if this type of question, if 10 naira can buy 5 biscuits, 100 naira can buy how many? It's just the relationship. So at this point, all you can do, you can cross multiply. So we'll be having 32 times 3 equal to X times 1. So we'll be having, okay, so if you do it this way, 1 times X will give us X equal to 3 times 32 give us what? Will give us what? This, remember this one is in mole, so 1 mole. So we'll be having here X times 1 mole will give us X mole equal to, if you cross multiply 32 times 3 will give us what? 96 grams mole. If you look at this, we are multiplying, so we are not dividing, right? Now at this point, what are we looking for? We are looking for X, right? We are looking for X, not X mole. So we can divide both sides by the mole and the mole will cancel this mole out. This one cancels this one out. So that means that X is equal to what? 96 grams. So we can see that 3 moles of oxygen gas will give us what? 96 grams. 96 grams. So this is equal to 3 moles of O2. So this is our answer. So to go about this, you just check 1 mole contains how many grams? So we saw that 1 mole contains 32 grams. So if 1 mole contains 32 grams, 3 moles will contain how many grams? So we put our relationship and we get our answer as 96 grams. Do you understand that? Alright, so we're going to take another example to see how we can go with this. Okay, let's look at example 2. Example 2 says, how many moles are there in 20 grams of calcium trioxocarbonate? And this question is relatively simple because we're already giving the relative molecular mass of limestone, which is calcium trioxocarbonate here, as 100 grams per mole. So that has been done for us. So we are asked to calculate the number of moles. So number of moles, this was not given. This is what we are asked to calculate. We are given the mass of calcium trioxocarbonate here as 20 grams. And we are asked to calculate the number of moles. Now you agree with me, from here, the relative molecular mass of calcium trioxocarbonate is equal to 100 grams, right? Relative molecular mass of calcium trioxocarbonate is given as 100 grams per mole. What 100 grams per mole means is we have 100 grams in 1 mole. So it means that 1 mole of calcium carbonate here is equal to 100 grams. Now look at this again. 100 grams per mole. 100 grams in 1 mole. That's what that means. So we're having 100 grams in 1 mole. So if 1 mole of calcium carbonate is 100 grams, they are asking how many moles are there in 20 grams. So all you have to do is 1 mole of calcium carbonate is 100 grams. So 20 grams will give us what? Will give us X, right? Please take notes to put this under the right unit. So since this is grams, I'm putting it here, not here. So 20 grams will give us what? All you have to do at this point is to cross multiply. So cross multiply. So if you cross multiply, you have it that 100 grams times X will give us what? 100 X grams, right? 100 X grams equal to 1 mole times 20 grams will give us what? 20 gram mole. Not per mole, please, because we are multiplying. Now, what we are looking for is X, right? So to leave X here, what do? We divide both sides by the coefficient of X. Meaning we'll be dividing both sides by what? 100 grams. We divide here by 100 grams. So 100 here will cancel 100. The grams will cancel the grams. And be left with X on this side. Equal to, grams will cancel grams. 20 divided by 100 will give us what? 0.2, and we're left with mole here, so we have 0.2 mole. This implies that 20 grams of calcium carbonate is equal to how many moles? 0.2 mole. So you see how simple it is. Very simple. Just look at the equation very well and you do your analysis following this simple method. Alright, I'll be leaving another question for you to try on the board. So try it and drop the answer on the comment section. Alright, so I'll be leaving this question for you to try and drop your answer in the comment section. How many moles are there in 15 grams of sodium trioxonitrate? And you're already given the relative atomic masses of the individual elements. Sodium as 23, nitrogen as 14, and oxygen as 16. So you have to calculate the number of moles in 15 grams of this. Drop your answer right there.